guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a game that contains one brilliant move, and on top of that, five great moves. Oh wait, not 10, five great moves. This game was crazy, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys through this video of my own how to calculate in chess. So let's not even waste any more time. Let's just begin. So, everybody knows that you're not gonna get five great moves and one brilliant move in the opening. So, we have to build it up. And so, yeah, let's begin. The opening was pretty basic. I played e4. I've been playing this for, I don't know, I've been playing this for a lot of time now. And my opponent goes for the Carokann, which I have a lot of practice against. So, I shouldn't have much problem in this game. I take the center. This is the theory of the Carokann, and now he plays d5. And in my opinion, pushing the pawn to e5 is the only way to play the Carokann, to play for an advantage. And now the most common move is bishop f5, to which I play h4. h4 is a theory. This is known as the tall variation in the Carokann. And basically, you're going to trap this light squared bishop. How? If my opponent plays e6, which he does. E6 is a move that you play, but you have to make some room for your bishop, because maybe like h5 or h6, something like that. All other moves just trap your bishop. If knight to a6, then I just take, pawn takes, and then I trap your bishop eventually. So yeah, that does not work. And e6, especially here, does not work. This is a common trap in the Carokann. Now you just bulldoze your opponent's piece. Yes, I said bulldoze. With g4, the first great move of this game. Because this move just traps the bishop. The bishop has nothing. Bishop e4 is like the only move, and then f3. The bishop's trapped. The only score is g6, back, and h5 just wins a full piece. But instead, my opponent went for the other route. My opponent played f6. f6, he's trying to make some space for the bishop, but of course, I'm going to take the bishop instead. And pawn takes, and, well, at least he got a pawn for it. But that's not enough, that's not enough compensation. A person needs more. And so here I played bishop g5, which is a good move, attacks the queen with tempo, but he can just play bishop e7, which was played in game. And now I just trade these pieces off because I don't want an attack. I'm up a piece, and I thought, why not go into an endgame and maybe decide in the endgame who wins. And so here I played g5. I know it's bad, but I just wanted to try and open up some lines for my queen, because castling does not work. Like, castling's not even an option. Like, it's not even negotiable to play castling right here, because your king's wide open. And this exact theme is going to be used in this entire game. The sacrifice that I'm going to be doing, it's going to be used in this entire game. So, knight g6 is played, and now the eval bar, which I'm able to see and you guys are not, says that white is winning +3. But instead, I wasted all my advantage with queen h5. Queen h5. And so my opponent, well, he plays castles. Little castles move. And I play knight e2. I'm developing a piece. Otherwise I'm going to be stuck here. And so my opponent plays queen a5 check, which is a miss. I find another great move, knight c2. The second great move of this game. Getting a piece. Queen a5 just gives like a free development move, and you've done nothing, while you've developed one piece. If you think of the queen like a piece, like a very ruthless piece, and it can develop, well, then it kind of makes sense. But if you don't, well, technically you just developed a single knight, because a queen, if you develop a queen, it's not like you're doing anything, because the queen can get attacked, and that's not good. So here I just played knight c3, and my opponent played knight a6. He's trying to build up an attack on the queen side right now if I castle, which I did. Castles, king on c1. At some point, he's gonna play b5 and go for my pawn on a2, which he does, b5. And here I play this very nice move. I don't think it's nice, but it's like good. Bishop h3. And this puts an attacker on the pawn that was weak, and now that pawn becomes a target. How? In the next few moves. Oh, and the sacrifice is coming. There's like 2 moves left, I think. And so, rook to e8 is like a passive move defending the pawn, because the rook on f8 is not going to move this game. Like, that rook's not even going to move. It's going to sit there after castling. That rook's useless. I mean, queen g4. It gets the queen away from a square, and now I'm going to play like probably h5 at some point. And b4 is played, and now I play h5, which is an inaccuracy. Takes. And here, black takes the pawn on b2. I could be taking the pawn if I'm dumb. Instead, I play king b1. King b1, that's a great move. And now I'm just reassuring myself that there are no checks. Like, there's just nothing here. And to that, my opponent plays knight b4, threatening checkmate on a2. You know, I'm going to ask you guys a question. You know what's better than a great move? A brilliant one. In this position, I play queen takes e6. A brilliant move. Sacrificing my queen. Checkmate is threatened, and sacrificing a piece on top of it is just mad. Rook takes e6 was played in the game, and now the eval bar says plus 10 for the white pieces. Which is crazy. I mean, black's up a queen, right? No. Stop acting like a nerd. Bishop takes e6, check on the king. And now, if the king slides to h8, it's checkmate on h7. Rook takes h7, checkmate. Rook f7 is forced, because you gotta make space for your king, right? Pawn takes f7. King goes to f8. And now knight c3. I'm defending against checkmate because, of course, I don't want to get mated in a few moves. And this move stops checkmate on a2. And it also prepares for rook takes h7. Let's go a few moves back. Right here, this queen sack is a multi-purpose move. I mean, the diagonal from e6 to g8 is wide open, and I take advantage of that by sacrificing my queen, getting 2 rooks as compensation, and now I defend against checkmate. And then later on, I take the pawn. I am giving up my knight on purpose, because after check, king goes here. Funny thing, I missed mate in 1. And that is straight up rook e8, checkmate in 1. Instead, I queened, which is like, I don't know if it's good or something. But, I mean, it's probably winning still. It's mate in 2, come on. We have to try as best as we can, right? And so, king takes e6 as forced. Well, I'm trying my best, okay? I mean, looks winning, but it's technically not. So, okay. Queen d6, check. King moves to f5, and now I play rook f1 check. At first I was scared he's going to take my rook, but then I realized his queen's on c3, not d3. So, this forces the king to go on the g file, and taking the pawn would be actually bad, so instead he played king g4, to which queen e6 check, king g3. King g3 is the best move. It gives a queen, which I did see in the game. I didn't want to checkmate. Instead, I had checkmate in 1 here, which is queen h3, checkmate in 1. Instead, I played rook h3. It's like the 3rd best move or something. And so, yeah, here my opponent resigned. and I won the game. And yeah, and let's go back a little and let's see what calculations a person has to do. I mean, these moves were all forcing. That's why I played rook takes h7 as the best move. I'm sacking a knight on purpose because it's not technically a sacrifice because of check, king e8, and rook e8 mate, but I didn't see that in the game. So, what is the purpose of queen e6? That's the main move that I'm gonna show you guys, like what the purpose of queen e6 even is. If you don't take my rook and go king 2, and if you go like king h8, which is the best move, I saw that from the engine, which is the best move, king h8 is the best move. I'll play knight c3, defending against checkmate, and if you take, then I'll have a pretty good advantage, and I might be able to win. And yeah, I mean, queen takes e6 is still winning. I gave up my queen on purpose because rook takes h7 is coming. And nobody's going to stop rook takes h7. Even if you pushed the pawn, takes, and rook takes h6, and my rook's still coming. My rook's still joining the attack. And this is completely winning for the white pieces. And yeah, uh, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully. And through this chess game, I hope you guys have learned how to calculate in chess and how to find tactics that make you a winning or give you a material advantage. In my case, it was a material advantage. And so yeah, knight c3 is the only move defending against checkmate. And so yeah, bye.